Back here at the ballpark, and the Raiders lead it by a score of 3-0 as they cash in, getting the bases loaded with nobody out. Getting 3 runs across the plate and now giving Chuck Cunningham a little something to work with. The Raiders were down 3-0 after 3 innings at Lancaster the other night and were only able to scratch 1 run. So Raiders staking themselves to the same lead that Lancaster had the other night. Hopefully they can make it stick as well as the Bruins did down at Lancaster. Again, if the Raiders hang on to this margin, they'll force it to Game 3 Friday night. It will be 7:30 right here, and we'd love to have you with us. But if you can't make it on out here tonight, just sit back and enjoy, because we'll be bringing you all the action. Ciano Truesdale, the third baseman, will lead things off here for Lancaster in the second. It's Lawrence 3 and Lancaster nothing. As we go to the second inning, and Truesdale steps to the plate, right-handed hitter. He's the third baseman. Cunningham gets the sign from Brown. Boy, they're setting up way outside, and they get him to foul that one off. 0-1. Steve now rejoining me, and I'm sure you got a lot of good pictures to shoot in that one, Steve.
Well, I don't know. There were players jumping all over the place down there. Kind of had to get in amongst them. It was a lot of fun down there.
Well, Truesdale set in there now with an 0-1 count. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Lancaster had all the momentum coming into this ball game tonight after Monday night. The Raiders have taken that away very quickly.
Well, Ed Prescott said coming into this ball game that coming home was going to be the best medicine. If coming home was the best medicine, then a 3-run first inning's got to be the total cure.
Truesdale steps back in there with an 0-2 count. Cunningham ready to go. Just misses on the outside, 1-2. The ball pops away from Anthony Brown. He'll go get it.
Doug, one thing I did notice on the field is that this team is very loose tonight, and I guess 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning will tend to do that to you. Tony Grant said his arm just kind of stiffened up before the game, but chatting with him down there, he said Raider trainer Barry Atkinson did something to it, and it feels fine now, so he is available for pinch running duty as we saw earlier.
1-2 count. Here's the wind, the pitch. Curveball hit high out into right center field. That one could be a little bit of trouble, but Peterson runs it down and makes the grab. Looked like it might be trouble, but it kind of held up there, and Peterson was able to run under it. So we have 1 down here in the bottom of the second. How bad did I botch up your scorebook?
Oh, not too bad. I went down to Monty Dutton from the Greenville News, and he helped me out a little bit, so we're caught up, and we'll have the total stats for you after the ball game.
I got a little excited there and forgot myself a couple of times. Tried to remember it as best I could. The batter is Steve Hegler, the shortstop, and time is called. Going back to retrieve a free baseball over there. 1 down in the bottom of the second. Top of the second, excuse me. Raiders with a 3-0 lead. Hegler will now settle back in there, and I think we're ready to go. Cunningham gets signed. Now Hegler calls timeout.
Hegler got things going Monday night. Second inning, and eventually came around to score the first run.
Hope we don't have deja vu in this situation. That one misses right through the left, Anthony Brown, and it's a ball, 1-0. All the way back to the screen. B.J. Johnson, the on-deck batter, will retrieve it. You talk about that inning loosening the players up. It loosened me up. I was kind of wired by the time we got this one started, but I feel a lot better now.
Well, I think Chuck Cunningham was a little nervous in the top of the first. He was down throwing in the bottom of the first inning after scoring, and he looks a lot looser now.
Ball fouled away back to the screen by Hegler, 1-1. Anthony Brown in there tonight at the catching position. They feel Satterwhite may be a little better defensively. They feel Brown wields a little better bat.
Well, I think Coach Prescott really wanting to get some offense here going tonight after only 2 hits on Monday night. He's got Anthony Brown in there, and Anthony hit the ball pretty well in that last out of the inning, even though it was the third out of the inning.
Hegler back in there with a 1-1 count. That one misses inside, 2-1. One thing also we saw out of Lancaster in the bottom half of the first is something that happened to the Raiders on Monday night. They made mistakes that hurt themselves. They walk in a run. They have a couple of errors.
Well, we got so used to saying those things are uncharacteristic of the Raiders Monday night. Those things really are uncharacteristic of Lancaster as well.
Pitch to Hegler misses. 3 balls and a strike. Chuck got the opening out of the ball game and then let 2 people on base back in the first before pitching his way out of it. He would just as soon stay away from those kind of jams. But he's close to walking Hegler here. 3-1 the count. The pitch. Ground ball. Hit down to third. Reed up with it. No, he didn't get it. Scooted under his glove, and Brian Mann was able to stop it. I thought he had it.
Well, it looked like he really did. He had to move a little bit to his left side and went down, tried to make a pickup. I don't know if it made a bad hop on him or what, but Brian Mann tracked the ball back in behind third base, and fortunately they were able to keep Hegler to single.
So Hegler on over at first with 1 down. B.J. Johnson, the designated hitter, at the plate. Cunningham takes a look over Hegler with a nice lead. That's a called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Well, Lambert came in throwing hard on Monday night, and Lancaster appeared to like it. I don't think they're particularly fond of what Chuck Cunningham's throwing right now.
Well, this team has seen a lot of fastballs throughout the season, and the curve has really messed them up so far.
That one fouled away by Johnson, back into the seats, and the count is now at 0-2.
Conversely, Barnes from Lancaster has had to come in with the fastball after getting behind with the curveball. Had a lot of controls there in the first inning, and the Raiders have sit back, and they really like that fastball now.
That pitch, awfully close. And Cunningham, a little disgusted he didn't get the strike call there. The count will go to 1-2. The pitchers are not being given the corners by the umpires like they were Monday night. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the count. The wind, the pitch. Hit hard and right at Jerome Reed. He makes the grab, and they're going to have him doubled off. At first they do. Side retired. So Hegler gets on with a base hit, but the Raiders double him off. We're in the middle of the second, and our score is Lawrence 3, Lancaster 0. We'll be back in 60 seconds.